This dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards.
Football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Check 24, check 24. Kill. 61, match box.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he can't get away. Carr is going to go down, and that is a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game, and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Check safety, check safety.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and he's taken down inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze. Again has it complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line.
6-3, 218, chop.
Breeze now on first down. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Carr going to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Over. Protein spill.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
Well, every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
You kill! Crunch! 6-6, bullet high. Switch! Hey, orbit! Hey, watch it! Jack!
Breeze gonna go on 4th down. And that's caught by Smith. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
95-56, 95-56. Rap. Check 9. Show it.
On the ground, this is Kamara. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 25 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Carr, blitz coming, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he's going to go down again. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well.
Touchdown, New Orleans! Latavius Murray, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Richard. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Carr being chased out. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Ready, 95-56.
What's the run?
Now Kamara. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
So you got it.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, switch gears.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
6:37.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From the gun, it's Carr. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Trey Hendrickson getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, Carr. Demario Davis able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. On first down, Carr. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. He'll air it out deep for and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Tackles.
Breeze now. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
11.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Breeze's throw on target to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd and 15 now. Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw his Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. Throwing on 1st down is Carr toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Derek Carrier, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Carr now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. For a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And that is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Greystone, travel.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On the ground, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Mike's 56. You're not ready.
Hey, Raider 2.
Carr now on first down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
White down. White 85.
Come to Wild World.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Foster Moreau there to make the grab. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
You're good, you're good. Ready.
Again, it's Kamara. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Even, 4th down, even.
To throw, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Now Breeze. And it is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to let this one go deep. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. 2nd and 5 now. Breeze. He finds Latavius Murray. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. On 1st down, Murray. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Check it back. Sammy.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
22 jump bomber, 22 jump cut.
They go back to Murray on 1st down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
95-56, 95-56.
Kamara. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
47-yard line.
Ready.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
Kill.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. Breeze now on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Darryl Worley. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Five down.
Express.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr, he's airing it out for Williams. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
694. Check 52.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demario Davis. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a man open down the middle of the field. A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 81 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here.
61, matchbox lights.
Kill.
Hey, easy.
Watch the ship.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on them.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
A loss of 9 on the sack. It's 2nd down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing now is Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his numbers, a ball carrier.
And can you believe it? It's a 2nd safety in this ball game. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
We got this.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.